mean, we'll work anybody, right, Em?
Yeah, we took care of the legends, so we really haven't had any issues since then. So I guess we'll have to see what happens.
You mentioned taking care of the legends and sort of the past of TNA, but many people will look to the past in TNA and say, the Elegance brand, maybe that brings a familiar sort of tone in what you're all about. Dare I say, the inspiration for the Elegance brand, are you unique or are you a throwback, dare I say, to the beautiful people?
Whoa, 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 whoa. We are way different. Way different. Those girls were
Yeah,
trashy. We're not.
yeah, we're so elegant, it's different.
Classy, classy girls.
In terms
Beautiful.
of TNA legends in the past, they were the original, dare I say, the franchise, dare I say, in terms of knockouts, champions as well, littered with a sort of success. And if he achieved that success they achieved in their career, wouldn't that be a special thing for the Elegance brand?
We're on our way. We're trying.
And you mentioned taking care of champions of the past. We saw Taryn Terrell fall foul to the Elegance brand. We saw Mickey James, ODB. Is that really a dangerous pass, creating so many sort of enemies for yourself? Yes, strength and numbers, dare I say, is a great thing to have. But when you're creating enemies, does also that lead to them ganging up and creating strength and opposition as well?
I don't think we caused the problem here. I
Mm,
think Mickey James is the one who started it, and we ended it. And it can stay ended if she's okay with that. But if she wants to try to come back and bring even more friends, we'll go ahead and end them as well.
Okay, so there's an awful lot of, dare I say, uh, premonitions coming out from the Elegance brand. But in dare us, where the Elegance brand wants to go in terms of the future of TNA, what sort of what do you want to lay down? What sort of path do you want to go on? What are the fundamentals? What is the core teachings of the Elegance brand? What are you all about, basically?
we
What are we
want
all
gold.
You go.
I said we want all the gold.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have two other members in the
Hmm.
Elegance brand who are without gold. And we'll even go as far as to get our personal concierge some gold if we can make it happen. So we're all about success. Yeah.
Bingo.
And you mentioned there all of being about success as well, and obviously we've the rival crossover companies, and we have the sort of inter brand matches now with WWE next as well. And obviously, when you have the belts, we've seen in the past with Joe Hendry in the terms of Trick Williams coming and taking that belt off. Enemies can come out of every different corner, so you might be looking at the TNA locker room right up now at the moment, but opposition can come from anywhere with this crossover, which Joe Hendry found out in the past. Is that something the Elegant brand is aware of? Dare I say the opposition can just appear out of nowhere?
I mean, you're
Mm,
right. But I would say we single-handedly ruined Zaruka. So
who's next?
take that for what it's worth.
And the tag team, the harmony, the chemistry between you all, what makes it so special? How are you sort of rooted together that you don't have, dare I say, your own personal agendas or motivations that can bring you apart? What is the bond? How is the bond so strong between you that you feel that you are here together as a franchise or as a group for the long term?
I think we bring like such a unique dynamic that other tag teams don't bring. Like just the combinations of things that we can do together is, like I said, unique. Like we just offer a unique team.
Yeah, and we were just talking about like all wanting the belts. We all want the belts.
We all
If we
want the same thing.
Yeah, we aren't like trying to, nerf each other and like not let other people have belts. We want to help each other because we have a strong
Well,
bond. We all
Mm.
have the same goal.
And dare I say, is the Elegance brand, is its doors closed in terms of recruitment, or dare I say, is there always a window open there and possibility of the future in terms of grow, evolving the sort of stable, or is it to be a part of the Elegance brand, have you be handpicked, sort of selected and approved by all sort of members, or is, dare I say, the company you're riding in now the company that you would only trust, dare I say?
I'd say we're full right now. But if the right person comes along, you never know.
yeah,
Maybe
I would guess that we wouldn't be doing another search like we did, but if we happen to meet somebody and they just embody elegance, then we can't turn that down.
Mm.
we
Mm.
did have an idea to I don't know if I should say this. We did maybe perhaps, we were super mad at Mickey James, right? We thought about maybe kidnapping her son and making a mini elegance.
We did think about a mini elegance.
But that didn't happen, so forget about it. But if the time's right,
Mm.
She
And
wants to
tell
show
us,
up next.
yeah, tell us having Mr. Elegance around you at ringside in terms of sort of his influence and what he brings to the table. And people will look on and say, should Mr. Elegance be around ringside with your matches? Should he take maybe a more backseat sort of role? He seems to be getting very actively involved in terms of the females knockout divisions for a male wrestler.
What's wrong with that?
yeah, it's 2026, right?
Yes,
Tessa
but when we're
Blanchard.
talking about safety in the workplace, when we're talking about the different sort of size and body techniques that we're dealing with in today, and the sheer force and the gravitational nature of the moves when people step into the ring, is it there? Dare I say, is that sort of a fair element, or is maybe that a one up that the Elegance brand are using in their advantage?
Listen, I'm 4'9". I've been wrestling women a lot bigger than me for a long time. So if somebody's mad that Mr. Elegance is bigger than them or whatever, I think they can suck it up. I've been sucking it up all this time. So it's all fair. You guys only think about yourselves if you guys are mad about that. Because I've been dealing with it.
Okay.
Let him be successful. That's
Mm.
what I have to say.
Dare I say, TNA Slammiversary, the traditional tag team matches, it could be the unknown. You could be thrown into a ladder match, you could be thrown into a cage match, you could be thrown into a street fight. It's all up in the air at the moment. Are you sort of comfortable with those stipulations that might come your way, or is it very much the Elegance brand? It's traditional tag team wrestling, and that is it, or dare I say?
Oh, really? Did you not see Ash by Elegance versus Jordan Grace? Did you not see the Elegance brand versus the Relics? That was another hardcore country match. We're
We
ready for all of it.
You're
We have
ready. So if an Ultimate X match was thrown up and you were the belts were hanging from the ring in terms of a tag team, that is something that you would savor and go at.
absolutely. Yes.
fine it up.
Okay, okay, we heard it here first. And in terms of the Elegance brand, in terms of we talk about your fan base and the fan base that you have stateside, are you growing that international fan base as well?
I hope
Yeah.
so.
Every time I go live on like Instagram or TikTok, like 80% of the people are from like the UK or from like other countries. I'm like, we need to like go over there some more. We have a lot of fans over there.
Yeah. And in terms of you're sort of focused, obviously, in terms of the knockouts, tag teams with belts that you have, and obviously Ash is going after sort of championship gold as well. Do you have to sort of concentrate on your own domain in terms of those tag teams and let Ash do her own business in terms of trying to achieve gold, or is it very much when one player's involved, you're all involved?
Yeah, I'd say that. We scratch her back, she scratches our back, you know?
Mhm. And in terms of Mr. Elegance, what is the aspirations for him in terms of, you mentioned you want everybody to have gold around their waist?
I mean, he's undefeated, so it seems like he's only on to earning a title opportunity. What title it will be, I don't know. That's up to what he's confident in going to get, but time will tell.
And tell us about your mouthpiece in terms of your hype man in terms of the ring, in terms of what he brings to the group. And dare I say, we've seen great mouthpieces in the past from Eric Bischoff to Paul Heyman and what they have done. We saw Rico in the past with Chuck and Billy Gunn and a sort of similar. What does your own mouthpiece, what does your own hype man bring to the table? And dare I say, is he just an important member to the Elegance brand in terms of what he brings to you?
He has a name. He is the personal concierge. Thank you very much. And yeah, he's just as important as any other person in the brand. Like I said, if we could get him a title, we would do it.
Hmm. He's also like you kept saying, he's the hype man. We have a lot of haters for some reason, and Iceman drives it home how elegant and perfect we are. So we need him around to, keep reminding you guys.
And people would say maybe that he is the brains of the operation. Is that a fair assessment?
In
You
a
know,
way.
we like to keep this stuff behind the scenes. Nobody can know our next move.
Yes. Yes. The elegant secrets. Yeah.
And the elegance sort of sequence. I mean, you're messing with some people would have big, massive backgrounds, sort of multiple championship goals, and dare I say, ODP, for example, a TNA Hall of Famer, what she has achieved in terms of her sheer size, physique, and everything. People will look at that and say, "Is that the sort of person you want to be messing with?"
We pinned her.
That's true.
We pinned her.
Mm.
All three of us.
Yeah,
So, what do you mean?
But is there a sort of danger when you have maybe put a target on your back that instead of coming after you as a unit, that they might come after you one by one? Is that a concern that you might get sort of picked off one by one, where they can target you when maybe when you have your shield down, when you have your backs lowered, dare I say? Because let's be honest, have all these attacks by the Elegance brand, have they been where have they been at the person has been at a disadvantage, dare I say, in terms of being outnumbered and outgunned? What would it be like if the roles were reversed? Do you often fear that?
I
I
think
guess
they
we'll
I think they got embarrassed and they're gone for now. So I'm not worried.
You're not worried. And how about you, Em?
yeah, I haven't heard a peep from them since they took the L, you know?
Okay. And obviously TNA is growing, and obviously in the near future it'll probably go out on the road and have international events as well. And how excited are you for those possibilities in making the Elegance brand, while it's a stateside brand at the moment, maybe making that sort of brand and that logo global, dare I say?
Yeah, I mean, Ash just went out to Australia and represented the brand. So I feel like we also need to go represent the brand somewhere else. And like you said, get some international fans. and show them that we will also show up.
Yeah, and obviously all the belts are going to be on the line in terms of TNA Slammiversary. Is it possible to say that the Elegance brand are going to be involved in maybe one just title match, but they could be involved in two, three, and they could be actively involved in multiple events throughout this pay-per-view in terms of getting their hands involved in terms of this. So is it a case that if we see you guys defending the knockout titles in the very first match, that we shouldn't be surprised if we see you guys make your reappearance again later on in that night?
We can only hope, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we can get Mr. Elegance and Ash title opportunities before that day comes, that would be awesome. And they will win their matches and they will have gold. And then I guess we'll have to defend all the titles. But don't worry, because like we said before, it's not a one person by themselves. We're all a part of each opportunity.
And obviously, you mentioned champions that you've taken down. I mentioned that throwback to the beautiful people, but they could arrive on the scene. Velvet Sky, Angelina Love, still very much in good shape in terms of great fighting technique, and they were the original sort of pioneers. And what they do have is they are a cohesive unit, and they do have strength in numbers. We think of maybe Madison Rain was a part of that team as well in their past, another sort of legend. So dare I say, when you're taking on and dismissing the legends, which you have done it so the past, are you encouraging other ones to maybe step out of the limelight and come back, dare I say, to TNA and obviously hunt and maybe track you guys down?
I
You're
dare
against.
Hmm?
I dare them.
You
We
dare
could we
them?
could take the title Legend Killers any day now if they're ready.
Okay, that's a fighting talk. That's a throwdown there that as a sort of take it all to the beautiful people. If you want that to step back, that the Elegance brands are ready and waiting for you. If you want to step in and sort of throw it in, that you're all in, guys. I'm taking it by that sound.
Mm-hmm. All in.
All in, all in. And for the remainder of 2026, what's in store? What should we expect for the Elegance brand? When we're ringing in the new year and we're counting it down 10 to 1, what should we looking back on 2026 for the Elegance brand, and maybe heading into the New Year's resolutions going forward for next year? What is on the agenda?
Well, last year we won Ash got or knockout of the year, and we got tag women's tag team of the year, knockouts tag team of the year. So is that gonna be two-time for all of us, perhaps? That's my
I
goal.
mean, it's
Okay.
all
Okay.
makes sense. No one else is doing what we're doing.
Okay. Okay. So there's an air of confidence, dare I say, and almost like a invincibility about the Elegance brand. Do you feel invincible at the moment?
Yes.
Always.
Always.
Always. On that note, we'll leave it there. Thanks to the TNA Knockout Champions, the Elegance brand, joining us this evening. M by Elegance and Heather by Elegance. Their titles are going to be on the line on Slammiversary on Sunday, June the 28th in Boston. As I said, they're defending their belts, but they could actively still be very much involved in other matches throughout that pay-per-view. Do check out TNA on AMC, Thursday Night Impacts, and it also airs on Sportsnet 360 Canada, and obviously the upcoming shows in Colorado as well on June the 6th and June the 7th. But for me, Jim Conlan, to the TNA Knockout champions, the Elegance brand, stay true, and dare I say, stay classy.
Okay, elegant.
You get